What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. How's all your guys' quarantine going? Because me, I'm pretty bored. Regardless, I just dropped the Soarer off a few days ago to get a full paint correction and ceramic coating done, and I got it back and it looks so good. It's probably hard to tell on camera just because, you know, it's in the shade. You can't really see it right now, but there's virtually zero scratches on this car anymore, and they were also able to get rid of a lot of built-up compound that was stuck on this car from when it was painted, and it just looks so good. I'm not supposed to wash this car for another day or two, which is okay, because right now I'm actually going to be taking this car to Speedy Auto Body. They're the guys that painted this car, because I need my front bumper repainted. I need it repaired, repainted, all of that stuff. And it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, bumper is totally cracked and chipped in like 4 or 5 places, covered in rock chips everywhere, even up here, and that won't do. That won't do at all. So, my theory is because there's so much paint on this front bumper that it just makes it so brittle, and when you bottom out the slightest little bit, it just makes a paint crack. So we're gonna fix that. Little update on the jackets. 99% of them are printed. There was 1 or 2 misprints, so they had to reorder, I think, 2 jackets. So once those come in, they can print them, and then they're gonna ship them up to me, and then I'll be able to ship them out. I apologize for the super long wait. The whole virus thing, I'm assuming, has been the reason for why the shipping has taken a very long time, and it is what it is. I shouldn't have released the jackets when all of this hit, but at the same time, when I released them, it wasn't nearly as bad as what it is now. So bear with me. The jackets are coming out very soon. You guys will get your jackets if you ordered one. I'm not going to sleep on that, but we gotta take this thing over to Speedy's, get her all fixed up. All right, so just dropped the car off. You guys recognize this place, Speedy Auto Body. If you guys need any paint work done in the Northeast, honestly, just come to Junior at Speedy Auto Body. They did a killer job on this car, and they're gonna take care of me. My bumper's screwed.
We'll fix it.
I destroyed it.
We'll get it done for you.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
So I'm gonna head back home, but I have my license plates with me because I might be picking up a new car, which, if I am, that's the title of this video, so we'll see. So I just got to the shop. You got a fresh cut, huh? Look at this man. Getting all freshed up.
Full scoring 7 years ago.
Oh my god. This whole situation is amazing. I love it. All right, so we're gonna go look at a car. I've got the money just in case. I don't know if this is gonna be the one, but we're gonna go check it out. It's actually just an hour and some change away, like an hour and 10 minutes. So it's been very hard to try and find one of these cars, again, in good condition, but I think we found one. So we're gonna entertain the idea, go check it out, and see where it takes us. Okay, so this lady was a tough negotiator. She was quite tough, but we did end up coming to an agreement on this car, and we've got another car to work on, boys. I'm very pumped on this. I've wanted one of these cars for a long time, and one of my friends, Pierce, you guys know him, he got one, and now it's my turn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Today's a good day. Stop that. Stop that, please. Some of you may know what this car already is just by the interior that I'm sitting in, but I'm not gonna reveal it right now because 1, it's nighttime, it's dark out. 2, I'm starving. I just got my favorite food as a celebration, and I just wanna go home and pick this up tomorrow. Tomorrow's hopefully a little nicer, so we can do the reveal tomorrow. All right, it's the next day, and this thing really needs a car wash. So we're going all out. This thing's getting the serious wash, getting the $20 wash. She's getting the $20 wash. Oh yeah. Going as slow as I can through this. Oh boy, we got a new car, boys. I don't know how to feel. It doesn't feel real yet. I actually woke up and got the car registered immediately. Thankfully, my insurance company that I go through, I can just get plates straight through them. So this whole virus thing didn't slow that down for me, which is sick. Because now I can just drive this. I bought it like 12 hours ago, and now it's fully legal, which is sick. Probably gonna be my daily for a little while, just because it's a new car, and obviously when you get a new car, or new car to you, you just want to drive it. So that's what I'm gonna want to do. But it is dope, and I've wanted one of these for a while, and you probably know what it is from the title of this video, but I'm pumped. We're gonna do this car right. I have so many ideas for this car. It's crazy. So I'm very excited. Time to build ourselves a big body, boys. All right, guys, I think it's time that I reveal my new car. I'm super pumped. If you guys remember this clip from a previous video, it might help you kind of understand. I'm a huge fan of LS400s, and I was actually looking at, like, debating on getting this car. I would like to get one of these for the future. But like I said, right now it just doesn't work for me. Now, Pierce loves his car, but he doesn't want to do a whole lot to it because it's just his daily driver. So I bought it off of him. I'm just kidding. I didn't buy it off of him. I decided to take the initiative and do it myself. So guys, welcome to my 1999 LS400. Before I get too into this car, I just want to talk to you guys really quickly. So when I sold the Civic, I knew that I wanted to get kind of a bigger car to do the whole VIP process to. I tried to do it with the Soarer, but the Soarer is not a VIP car. And if you guys remember, when I sold the Civic, I had mentioned that my original plan was to start the process of importing something from Japan. And that was going to be my next big VIP car build. I spent the next month and a half researching cars. I was looking at, I'm gonna be totally transparent, I was looking at Nissan Presidents, the HG50s with the VH45. I was looking at those. I was looking at the earlier model Toyota Centuries, the 90 to 95. I was trying to import one of those two cars. But when it came down to what I could do to them and overall my interest in either car, neither of them were really grabbing my attention a lot. The Nissan President is a really cool car. It's a huge sedan, but it doesn't really have a lot of aftermarket support. And while it does have the same suspension components as some big Nissans in America, I don't know, for some reason I just wasn't fully in love with the car. And then for the Century, love that car for all the little cool quirks and stuff that it has along with it, but I just can't get over the body style. For some reason, I'm just not a huge fan of that body style. So I kind of got stuck. I didn't know what I wanted. And I know a lot of you guys wanted me to get a right-hand drive car again for my new build, and I wanted that as well. But at the same time, there's really no difference between this car and one of the cars that I was trying to get in Japan. The only difference is really just the steering wheel being on the other side. This car in Japan is identical to this. It's just steering wheel's on the other side. So it's not a huge deal. I've wanted one of these cars for a very long time, and This one, I had reached out to the dealership. It was actually right down in Hartford, Connecticut. And when I reached out to them about a week ago, they said, sorry, this car's actually got a deposit on it. You can't buy this car. The owner's coming to pick it up tomorrow. And I was like, damn, okay. So this car I kind of put out of my mind, and I was looking for another one of these. And then 2 days ago, I got a call at like 7:30 in the morning, and it was the lady. It was the lady from the dealership, and she was like, hey, the guy who came to put a deposit on the car, he couldn't get the money together in time, so the car's back up for sale. So I took that as a sign. I was like, this is the car that I have to get. This is the car that I have to build. So we went down and we looked at it. As you saw, it's in good shape. It's in really good shape. And now it's the new build. So, 1999 LS400. This is obviously the facelift. It's exactly identical to Pierce's when we picked it up. There's a couple things though that make this car kind of rare, and it's really, really cool. Now, me personally, I don't know how many of these cars were made without this, but I know for a fact that it's very, very hard to find them. And for some reason there was one in Connecticut, and I didn't even notice it until we went to go look at it. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's really cool. So you notice a difference here. It's a slick top. I think that is super cool. Pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but all LS400s came standard with sunroofs, and you had to opt for without one if you didn't want one. So the fact that mine doesn't have one means the first owner didn't want one and chose to have his made without one, which I think is really, really cool. The body itself is in amazing shape. There's virtually maybe like one or two little dents or dings on it, but it is super, super straight. Very, very happy about that. Zero quarter panel rust anywhere. Not really sure if that would matter to me or not for what I plan on doing with it, but I'll talk more about that later. Rear end's got a couple scuffs and stuff like that. I mean, it is a 21-year-old car, so at the end of the day, I'm not really too worried about that. This car will probably get another whole paint job further down the line. A couple little dents on the roof, might be hard to see, but not a huge deal. Passenger side has a couple little tiny dents right here. Again, probably really hard to see on camera, but I can see them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just little tiny dents. And the front bumper here, the clip has fallen out or something, so that's an easy fix. But again, I'm probably not gonna need it for what I plan on doing, which I will talk about very soon. This is where these cars shine. This interior is super, super nice. There's a couple things, like I said, the car's not perfect. Center console has got a little bit of wear on it. The driver's seat has a little bit of wear on it, but I can always source a seat, or I can get this repaired. I know I can source a center console. That's not a huge deal at all. This is something weird that I've also never seen. I don't know if this is factory add-on or if a different shop did this, but this car has this weird door armrest that has been either added from the factory, like I said, or done by an aftermarket shop. But it is really interesting. Never seen it before. It is part of the door and just kind of cool. Figured I would show that. Part of me believes that this car is definitely either a base model or just above the base model. The fact that it doesn't have a sunroof and it also doesn't have heated seats, which Pierce's car does have heated seats. It does have sunroof. So this car definitely has a couple less features, but I don't really care about those. Fires right up. She's got memory steering wheel. 179,000 miles on it, which for these engines, the 1UZs, that's pretty low, don't you think?
I got 212.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Car runs great. Interior's in good shape, like I had said.
Actually, one of those mileage ones for sale.
Yeah, so on top of this being the only one within a 100-mile radius, any other LS400s that were close had over 230,000, 240,000 miles. Obviously, these cars were made to carry important people. That's why their back seat space is so big. I love that. You have individual cigarette lighters and ashtrays for each door, which I think is pretty cool. Climate control for the back, and hooks, reading lights, cool stuff. At the same time, you guys have already heard me talk about all this stuff before because there's literally an identical one right next to me. But still, I have so many plans for this car. it's gonna be crazy. I honestly don't even know where to begin. Another really good reason about not choosing to import a car at this time is that I was able to have a lot of money left over, either for parts or maintenance or whatever this car needs. So when I figure out when to start or what to start on, I'm gonna just order those parts and they can come on the way, and then we can start building this car. I got a lot of work to do, but I hope you guys are pumped. I know a lot of you guys love these cars. I'll show the engine really quickly. Not really anything fancy at the moment, but you guys understand. 1UZ, VVT, really clean under here. No seepage anywhere, no leaks at all. Really clean. Headlights obviously need some restoration, but I could either do that or find some new ones. How do you like these cars?
I think they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like big four-door black cars. It's just a thing. It's a style.
How's your 5,000 coming, by the way? Speaking of big four-door
I don't
cars.
have any crank. I don't have any engine RPM signal, actually. So I'm trying to figure that out.
There you have it. My 1999 Lexus LS400 slick top. So as for plans for this car, I have an endless list. Obviously wheels, suspension, all that stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna go air or static. I might go back to the old static days. I'll leave that up to you guys, but there's gonna be quite a bit of body modifications to this car, specifically on the front end. I'm also gonna leave that up to you guys. I know maybe a couple of you might know the front end that I'm talking about, but it also only has been done a very small handful of times, like 4 or 5 times. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope that it works out. I got quite a few of interior upgrades, obviously exhausts and everything like that. This car's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm happier that I got a cheaper car just because I can kind of just go crazy with it and not feel scared about, you know, oh, I don't want to do that, I don't want to break that, oh, I got to be conservative here. I can just go crazy with this thing, and you guys have known from the past, I do kind of go crazy with my cars. So I'm gonna stop talking. I think that I'm just gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys are very pumped on this car and the plans for it. It's gonna be crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did, and I will see you in the next one.